And this is of course we're living in strange times. But Brian Barrett's Mandela Effects, we're sharing it on YouTube and Facebook and other social media. This subject here on this Throwback Thursday and Freaky Fridays is about my own town. I'm going to talk about my own city. So with the Throwback Thursdays and Freaky Fridays. And speaking about it, we got a little sight test on this image here. I want to show you. Let's stop it here. Take a look closely. What do you see in your own eyes on this paint company on this side here? Is it Sherwin-Williams? Is what you see? SHERWIN dash WILLIAMS, or is it Sherman-Williams? SHERMEN dash WILLIAMS. That's the that I had found out about it several months ago about it. It kind of shocked me that some people were seeing it as Sherman-Williams, while others like me seeing it as Sherwin-Williams. You know, color of the year 2020. Well, I think there's going to be a lot of new reportings and Mandela effects coming, and I might be picking up something about my own city, Methuen, Massachusetts. Exclusively, this is from Methuen, Massachusetts, and I want to talk about it a little bit. So we're clearly in strange times, and a lot of unexplained changes have been happening, folks. So I'm gonna we're gonna make some change. We're gonna show a little bit of demonstration here.
Pairing.
It's Mandela affected for some. Music changes, sound changes, and music lyrics to logo changes. Some people see logos differently or sights differently. It can affect all the senses in your body, your taste or your smell or anything. Paranormally changed. And it's a little bit scary. This is like a self-sight test. That could test your own consciousness and see what you see. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to scroll through. And it was a while back, a few years ago. Here's my friend, Marlena Minen, who was a great friends with me. She actually, when I used to work at Market Basket, she actually worked at Osco Drugs, which later became Brooks and Rite Aid throughout the years. And uh, I have been Facebook friends since 2012, and a few years later, after around 2014 or 15, I think it was 2014. She actually wrote back some messages uh, saying that she actually remembered me, and I was when I was a little boy, and she actually remembered me at Holy Family Hospital, well at the time it was Barnsley Core Hospital, when she was having a when Marlena Minin was having a baby in 1982, around 1982. So my mom was there expecting a sister, was having a baby with my sister Karen. My sister, well actually, Karen was my actual sister, but like, my mom was at the hospital having a sister, and around 1982, and then she was there at the same time, and she actually met my mom at the hospital, and it turned out it didn't make sense because in this reality it never matched. It did not match up. My mom was in the hospital a short time in around 1982 for I guess for one little procedure, and I know we were all sick with the flu in early 1982. I thought I'm not sure she had one of the wisdoms pulled or what, or one of the procedures or other procedures, but I think she was. I think she did. I think she was maybe at the genealogy. Maybe had something done there in around 1982. But yeah, it was. She also remembered the Oscar drug opened in around 1983. In what she is saying, but in reality, uh, Oscar drug in Methuen opened in December. I believe it was December 1st, 1985. When I was in 5th grade, December 1st, 1985. That's when they opened. Um, she said that she had her first child in March 12th, 1982, and talking about about comparing my sister Karen, that she was born in August of '79, and she said she could remember my mom, and they were at the maternity ward. Mom and her, Marlena, and she was right that I was a shy boy, and she remembers clearly. She says that she clearly remembers seeing Mom and me back in the time. I couldn't figure it out when she wrote that. I thought that was very bizarre and strange. Well, when I learned a little few years later, it turned out this personality that she wrote, that came from the Mandela effect. It might have been another me, just like me, of a copycat of me on the bigger sister Earth that had that story, and then she must have swapped parallel reality to this. It's very that's what we're living in strange times, folks. This is freaky. Uh, yeah, the McDonald's. Some people think it was McDonald's. Do you see what do you see? Do you see McDonald's, MC capital DONALDS or apostrophe S, or do you see it as MAC capital DONALDS? And there's other examples of reported Mandela effects, and one of them's a Walt Disney Snow White. She's saying magic mirror on the wall, but now she's been saying, I think many people remember her saying mirror, mirror on the wall. But most people are seeing it as magic mirror on the wall, as on these movies. It's also too Walt Disney World. There was the animation that on the logo about the Tinkerbell angel writing Walt Disney itself. Those words, and many people remember it. But in terms of this reality, there's no such thing. But maybe in the other Earth, and that's strange. Many people. What do you think about the Flintstones? Okay. If I'm gonna go on this. This is what people will see. Now, do you see it as FLINTSTONES? This one I'm showing you, or do you see it as FLINSTONES with just that one T? Do you see one T or do you see two T's? In other words, I want to know, do you see one T or two T's? Well, for me, I'm seeing two T's. I'm seeing two T's. This is my reality. I'm seeing two T's, but probably not everybody's seeing it as two T's. Some people may be seeing it as one T. Now, please comment if you see it as one T. There's just that one T. Comment underneath it. Okay, yeah, Vicks cold medicine. Sounds like an old, but it's been reported as Mandela effect. I guess you believe it's VIC. Then this is the Energizer Bunny here. But some people remember that Duracell had a very similar bunny too. Not in this world, but in the other world. There's no such thing as a Duracell bunny. It's the Energizer Bunny. But if people remember the Duracell bunny, or still see the Duracell bunny when I'm showing you right now, please comment. This is if you see the black part of the tail on this image here I'm showing you, the little black part of the tail, please comment. Now this is both. Right now I'm showing you both. And, this image here, the one with the black tail, some people clearly remember it. This is the reality what I see here, but some may see the black tail on some other sites, people's eyes, consciousnesses. There's another freaky one, and I may have even remember. It may have been affected too. I thought I may have remembered it was double stuff with the double F's all these years. I don't know if I really seem to remember that just that four letters STUF. Now you see that on this image, I'm going to show you this image. What you see here. Do you see the double F's right now when I'm talking? This image here. Do you see the double F's? Now I'm pointing to. Do you see stuff double F's? If so, please comment. I just see one F. STUF. Doesn't seem right, huh? It just doesn't seem right in this world. Been some unexplained changes. And also too that little Oreo too, that Oreo cookie. Yeah, it kind of looks like the devil, Satan. You know that, and you know people tempted to eat those Oreo cookies. Okay, we got Cocoa Puffs. Some people could clearly remember it was just Cocoa Puffs. Now, if you see this image saying it's Cocoa Puffs, you see it as Cocoa Puffs, not Coca. If you see no A on this image, and I'm talking to right now, please comment. If you see just COCO, no, with an A missing, Cocoa Puffs, please comment if you see it. I'm seeing it as Coca Puffs, COCOA. Okay. This is now that many people have seen it is this way. They remember it, it's possibly I have too. Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese. That sounds more right, does it? Chuck E. Cheese. the pizzeria and arcade games and so forth. And it was actually here at it's like a, there was actually at the, one located at the Loop, just a little over a mile away, in Methuen, my own town. I'm gonna talk about, but many people like right now is actually the apostrophe S. Like the one is one on display at the Methuen, but the Wikipedia is just showing Chuck E. Cheese, so it's really kind of mixed, matrix mix. And here's more about this Marlena Minnen, writing the stories that really totally puzzled me. And I know Marie Das Costa, she's correct. It was opened on December 1st, 1985. But she remembered it was opened in the latter of 83. A latter of 1983. These stories that she wrote, you know, just couldn't match my reality. It just couldn't. I couldn't even figure it out at first until I was learning more about the Mandela effect. And it just really shocked me how these reports are picking up. I'm telling you, we're in strange times, folks. This is a wake-up call. Okay, here's another one. Well, what you see, this is the sight test. This is actually the sight test for you guys. What do you see? Do you see is Chuck E. Cheeses? Chuck E. Cheeses? If you see is Chuck E. Cheese with a missing the apostrophe and the S, if you just see is Chuck E. Cheese on this image I'm talking about, this end here, this is at the end. If you see nothing there, just Chuck E. Cheese, no apostrophe and S, please comment. Please write a comment. You see it like this. I'm seeing it as Chuck E. Cheeses. So, and that's on display in the storefront too, a mile away, in my own town, my own city, which it was actually a city now. It was a town in Methuen, Massachusetts, actually along the border in New Hampshire. And strangely, a lot of people remember the Cheez-It, Cheez-It was actually Cheez-Its, CHEEZ-ITS, but it's actually Cheez-It. Yeah, it's just Cheez-It. Some people also remember it as Cheez-Is. Cheese is. It's scary, folks. It's weird. Absolutely weird. And you know, of course, so the big majority of it, that Mandela effect, was the biggest pickup, came from this guy here. Nelson Mandela. This guy here, this important icon, I first learned about him when I was writing, when I was in classes at Methuen High School, in life skills classes, and writing about current events and related, had a test on Friday, and it was a story that Nelson Mandela was being released out of prison. I think it was in late 1990, something like that. And he was released from prison after some 20-something years, a long time, and he later became the South Africa Prime Minister or something, and then he lived a long life, and he actually died on December 5th, 2013, at the age of 95 in my reality. But many people clearly remembered, even on televised, on CBS News, they remembered the funeral. One reality showed that he died, and he even picked up the exact date. I think it was July, I think he might have passed away July 20th, 1991, and I guess they were having a televised wake on July 23rd, 1991. Other people remembered also had clear memories that he died in the late 1980s. That he died, he got sick in prison and died. That's what happened. He got sick in prison and died in the other reality. And that's how the Mandela effect picked up. And Fiona Fiona Bloom was one. It was the first one that was like a primary that she came out with the story. But it turns out that her last name's also either I'm picking up as Bloom, Bloome, or Broome, Broome. Yeah. Um, Dunkin' Donuts. Now, if you still see it, you know, how is it spelled? Is it Dunkin with the apostrophe? Do you see the apostrophe? If you don't see the apostrophe, and if you don't see a K and an I, instead, if you see a CAN, if you see it's DUNCAN, Dunkin' Donuts, like this, please comment. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing in my eyes. But I know there are some people who clearly remember it as Dunkin' Donuts. Even I might have been affected. So it's weird, folks. And then of course the earlier classic ones I've talked about a few times is the Kit Kat. This one has the dash. I mean, this is probably a photoshopped or something, or maybe it came from the other side. But it is it does have a dash. There is no such thing as a dash in the middle of any of the candy wrappers ever in history on Kit Kats. Never. And people remember when some people remember that stoplight without showing that's like the devil's color. That belongs in the ground, not at the top. That's more of the God's way. That the stoplight should go towards the ground. And while the gold light, the green light, goes towards the sky, God's sky, the heavens. But for me, it's the other way around. I'm sure many have seen it the other way around, but who knows if some people are still seeing it, or clearly remember still seeing it, the red light on the bottom part. And some blue, I might have been affected too. This is the reality right now. Current reality when I'm seeing is some blue, SELSUN, sun, sun blue. But I sort of remembered it was some blue. This is the image that came from the other reality that never existed in our world right now. And I see those commercials from during the Price is Right in the 1980s. And I would call the big famous one is Oscar Mayer. Oscar Mayer or Oscar Mayer. If you still see this image as Oscar Mayer, Meyer, this image here, please comment if you see it in your eyes. But this is to compare. This is what people see. I've seen as Oscar Mayer down the bottom here. Oscar Mayer. This is the top. It might even have been thicker too from the other reality, the other sister Earth. And VIX, the people reported that they see this is our reality, VICKS. If you just see VICK on this image here, and I'm showing you, please comment because I'm seeing it as VIX, but people have seen it as VICK. Strange times, So I'm finally gonna talk about the town. Yeah, this is my own town. I'm screwed up here. Okay, okay, this is the sight test. This is, I set up this image here. I set this up as a sight test. What do you actually see? What do you actually see? This is the main part of this video here. Do you see it? How is it spelled? My own town, my own city, which is now a city since 1994. It was a town. They changed it back to a city. They got the updated Methuen High School. How do you see it? This is your reality. This is the current reality of what you see. No, I can't say what you see. Do you see, how do you spell it? Is it METHUEN? METHUEN? Or is it METHEUN? METHEUN. What do you see? What do you see? Is it METHUEN? Like Methuen High School? Or is it METHEUN? You see it as METHEUN? Please comment. Please leave a comment if you see it as METHEUN. I've seen it as METHUEN. METHUEN. If you see it as, in your eyes, METHEUN at all, leave a comment. There's quite a few people maybe seeing it this way. A few of my Facebook friends are seeing it this way. I'm gonna find out and collect these truths and put it together there. This puzzle. This is the ME Conscious Reality Sight Test, and this is the main part of the video. So here's the comparison I'm going to show you right now. On the sister Earth, the sister and bigger Earth. Okay. If I was in the sister Earth, this is what I'm seeing. They're seeing in the alternate reality. METHEUN in the alternate reality. It's like, oh my God, here. Let's look at it. In the alternate reality, the colors may be different and the spelling is different. This is the alternate reality with what you're seeing right now. This is a simulation. This is actually a sexual. This is Photoshop, but it is simulation, very real, folks. On a much bigger sister Earth, when it must have been less evil and so forth. You clearly remember how it was spelled, please comment. If you clearly remembered how it was spelled, my own city, please comment. Some people see things differently. Like some people are colorblind or see colors differently. Here we go again. This is the alternate. If it's normally you see it in blue, but it may even be a different color, and it's spelled differently. Now, I'm not 100% sure there has been a Mandela effect, but the story is I'm seeing quite a few friends are writing this spelling the alternate way. So I want to gather up some information here. It is very interesting, folks. My own town may have a different spelling in the alternate Earth. Now I'm gonna do a close up. This is what I see. You know, this is the correct letters I'm seeing here on mine. Once again, this is a close up of the correct letters. Once again, this is a sight test. The sight test. What do you see? Is it METHUEN, or is it METHEUN? If you see it as EUN, please comment. If you see it as METHEUN, I want to know. Please comment, because quite a few may be seeing it that way. And it's scary, folks. So this is I had my mom had a dream recently about this. It's I think it was called I think it's Mamac Falls Mills or Methuma Falls Mills. Recently, it's last several years, I think around the last 10 years, it was changed to the apartments, low-income apartments, and the people who lived there in downtown. I remember when I was younger, it was actually part of it was painted white, and it was actually a Marlin store. Part of it was a clothing store. Another part was all the discounts of toys to gardening tools and different things, art frames and so forth. Back in the 1980s, it was actually several decades ago in the 1920s, 10s and 20s was a textile mill, and yeah, my mom had recently had a dream about me, and I actually was currently living in Marlin Mills. Currently living in an apartment that once was Marlin Mills. I think it was Methuen Mamac Falls, Central Methuen, downtown Methuen off Osgood Street, which is right next to the Central Fire Station. And we had a gray cat. I think Sandy. I had Sandy with gray cat Sandy on my mom who dreamed about me, and it has a little hole off the apartment, and Sandy the gray cat keeps going in and out, and mom lives nearby, and that may be true in the other reality, but there's no such thing in this reality, no such thing. But my mom had a dream about it. So I'm gonna wrap things up. I think that's it. So we're Throwback Thursdays and Freaky Fridays. Just like the South America, many people believe South America was right underneath North America, not due east like many people see today, like I see. The reminder that Mandela effects that we're now living in strange times again. We're living in strange times. You see, don't forget, you see anything different when I was talking about, please comment. Please comment. Leave, and I'm sharing it through my Facebook as well too. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And this is Brian Barrett at Methuen, Mass. Until next time, peace.